Hannah. Can't hear. You're muted. This is a great way to start off this show. You're still muted. So welcome to the Independent Wrestling Shootout. It's Minderz. Apparently, I get to take control for a little bit because Reb's confused and forgot how to unmute himself.
I never muted myself to begin with.
Oh, dang it. See, take away all my fun. But he's in the noodles position in Champaign, Illinois. And I'm his buddy Minderz.
That's what I get for trying to do 5 things at once.
Yeah, maybe you should stop and concentrate on one.
Pudding. Pudding today, Minderz.
Pudding, so why are you trying to do 5 things at once?
Because it makes me not overthink anything.
Oh, okay. So do you want to run through your intro since, I kind of had to
No, you did fine.
Who's our guest today, Reb? Huh?
You're a little too eager. You need to calm yourself, Beavis.
Why? Heathen.
Did you call me Steven?
Heathen.
Oh, yeah. My name's not Steven.
Wasn't gonna.
Long day. Long day. Ugh.
And you didn't get your nap.
And I didn't get my nap. And my cats have been ignoring me all since I've been home.
Aww.
It's been a day. I didn't get to hang out with my mom's cats on Saturday, though.
I know you sent me pictures.
Yep. One of them really warmed up to me. The other one was kind of a tough nut to crack. So.
But hello, Nicole. We have a Nicole.
You alluded to it. We had to do a little shuffling, Minderz, this week. We were supposed to have a guest yesterday on Jumping the Rail. We had to change things up a little bit. So we are going to be joined by the original OG HC Loc. You may recognize him from ECW as a referee or in the Carnage Crew in Ring of Honor. We're going to talk to we're going to ask him all of our nerd questions. And then we got to talk to him about Flex Wrestling also, which is apparently a new territory in the Northeast that he's involved with. So,
wonder if they have anything to do with the ones like with Green Mountain and what was the other one?
What was the name of the other one?
I don't remember. I know Green Mountain was the one in Maine.
Yes, because Flex Wrestling is out of Rochester because a lot of his talent was on that GCW show that Shotzi put on.
Heck yeah. Because he was on that show that Shotzi put on.
Yeah. But yeah, in the meantime, we do have some results. We don't have anything to make picks on, though, Minderz, because there's not a lot going on.
Not this weekend.
But yeah, so we got to go through 3 nights of GCW results, which we'll do here in a bit.
If we don't get through all of them, we'll put a pin in it, talk to our guest, and then come back to him.
Yes. But we have, first things first, we got one we don't usually talk a whole lot about, Minderz, and that's White River Wrestling out of Indianapolis.
Which we should talk about more because
we really should.
Our buddy Jake runs that.
Yeah. Jake Ullman, Mr. International.
Yes.
But they had a show on Friday, the 7th, at ProNet Sports in Fishers, Indiana.
They did.
And This is juicy.
I was pretty excited about some of these.
Yeah, they got some of your favorite people are on this show, Minderz.
I know. Some of these boys are on there.
I know you were bummed there's no Carson Drake.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I got over that real quick.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, sure did. Got over that one real quick.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll run down the results on this show here. Jack Vaughn beat Ward Crew. I wish I would have seen that one.
That would have been so good.
Who's taller, Crew or Vaughn?
Probably pretty close to the same height.
Yep. A glorious beard and a glorious mustache in that match.
Nice young men.
Come Tarlicki.
Yeah.
That's quite a handle.
That is. It's quite a handle.
Yes. All right. Moving on. Ashton Adonis beat Savio Leone. Or Leone. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that.
It is Leone.
Leone. Okay.
Yeah.
American Punk.
Figures Ashton's kind of a prick, so.
Yeah, kind of. American Punk beat Vlad Tempest.
Nah, that's two names I do not know.
Okay. We had a tag team match. Elijah Eros and Carter Kaufman beat Jake Bailey and Cameron Avery. Looks like it was a mixed tag team match.
We know two of those.
Yeah. Book Hemingway beat JJ Frost.
Huh.
Book Hemingway sounds like a name and a demand.
Right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is a demand.
Triple threat match, Minderz. This is another one that I wish I would have seen. Because
was it for a title?
It was not for a title.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Williams beat B-Boy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you're familiar with B-Boy or not.
Uh-uh.
He's a West Coast guy, but he was from like my time, like mid-2000s.
Okay.
And Ace Perry.
Oh. Aaron Williams and Ace Perry. I want to see that.
Yeah. Shoot. I think you'd get a kick out of B-Boy. He's strong style.
Strong style.
He used to team up with Homicide a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm down.
Mm-hmm. Leela Feist beat Blair Onyx.
Yeah. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Hello. The Solar Sister? Hi.
Like sisters, like multiple.
Sisters.
Yeah. I'm saving the best for last, Minderz, because we had a main event for the White River Wrestling Championship.
I know, and I know what it was.
We got a new champion.
We do. And Jake, I love you. You know I love you, but
you want to say it?
Dalton McKenzie's the new champ.
Yeah, Dalton beat Omen to win the championship.
Happy dance.
Any chance we can talk Heather into booking the rematch at the Expo?
Oh, let's try it. I bet you we can make it happen. She likes those boys.
She does. Oh, of course, that all depends on whether Dalton's hanging onto the belt for that long, because we still got about 6 months. But
no, we don't.
5? Ish.
December, January, February, March. 4.
4. Oh wow, I gotta start saving.
We gotta start saving money.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so that was happening in Fishers, which I'm guessing is close to the Indianapolis area.
It is. It's just outside of. It's right outside of Indy. I've been there.
Yeah. Do they have a Buc-ee's there?
No.
Did you see where they're going to start putting Buc-ee's in Indiana?
I know. I'm super excited.
You're going to want to move to Indiana.
Nah.
You could live in a Buc-ee's if you wanted to.
I really could. I really could live in a Buc-ee's. Saying. I'm telling you, I need to talk to them about sponsoring us.
Minderz, we haven't done a gratuitous plug for you in a while, but I'm gonna throw this up here.
Yeah, Elam's Famous Fudge. We are starting actually tomorrow. Oh, they're putting the Buc-ee's in Seymour, Indiana.
But you want to see more Buc-ee's?
Yes, I like Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hit me up on Facebook.
Plug the fudge.
Hit me up on Facebook. No, that sounds so disturbing.
I know.
But yeah, hit me up on Facebook if you want to order some fudge. $15 for the large pan, $8 for the small pan. Chocolate, peanut butter, half and halves.
You do peppermint for the holidays, don't you?
Yeah, we're not doing as many mint this year as we did last year, just because it's not one of my biggest sellers. So
you're gonna make a gin mint tin for Dickie Wabash?
Sure, I'll make a gin mint tin. I have to ask him which flavor he likes.
Yeah.
I've already got plenty of orders from the wrestlers.
I'm
They're
sure
all
you're the fudge hookup for a lot of these boys and
yeah.
girls.
Yeah. Especially since last week when we had, or 2 weeks ago when we had Keith Smith Jr. on.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I want to try this fudge. And I was like, crap.
And we always have to be careful with Camaro. Get him enough that the kids can steal it and he can still have some.
You know how many? I think he had over the past year like 12 pans. 12 pans.
Oh, he's got to carb up. He's got to.
Nah, Hannah, you just get in touch with me. Hannah says I have to hit you up on Facebook. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't care.
I'm telling you, you got to have a Facebook page for the fudge. Fudge book.
But I only do it for 2 months. I only do it in November, December.
That's true. It's very seasonal.
It is. Because I have to make sure it's cool enough that we can keep our stuff cool.
Yes. That's very true. Yeah, okay. Fudge is not a summer treat.
No. Unless it's been sitting in the freezer.
Yeah. And you do have that nice deep freeze in your garage. So.
We do. Where do you think part of our fudge ends up whenever we get done for the season?
That's true. Yeah. We've talked about fudge more in the last 5 minutes than we have in the last year.
I know.
But I want to make sure you got to put your. I want to make sure you were peddling your wares and
peddle my fudge so I can afford your Christmas present this year.
Oh, you know me. I'm easy to pleasey. So
I can't wait to get your juicy pants. Your pants with the big.
Oh yeah, you were threatening me with that.
Papa, you'll have to get in touch with me. We'll figure something out. Papa Pullman.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to order something. He doesn't know when we can get together. We'll figure it out.
Well, I'm sure we'll see him at a 01 show some point.
Maybe not till January.
Yeah, everybody's booking stuff on the same days.
I know. They need to quit that crap.
Yep. All right. Well, Minderz, we still got a few minutes before our guest comes in. So let's say we get into Friday on GCW.
Okay.
The You Wouldn't Understand show.
I understood it perfectly, but okay.
And this one was in Vermont?
Yes.
So it started off, your Hoot of the Week, Minderz, was Teriyaki.
What's Teriyaki? That poor boy.
He started on a rough note on Friday.
He really did. That's what you get for calling an open challenge. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
Because he got his ass run over by a bulldozer.
He did. The bulldozer took care of his ass. And the rest of him. No, you can't. You can't. I know you can't. Yeah, that was. But you know what? Teriyaki, I gave him good Hoot of the Week because he put in the work this weekend.
He really did. Oh, we both went GCW for Hoots this week.
We did. Well, that was about all there was out there. I mean, yeah, you had Raw and SmackDown, but I get tired of giving all those guys Hoot and Judy. And
I've given Jade Cargill Judy 3 weeks in a row.
I know. What is up with you?
She's been on a roll.
I know. I get it.
Might as well call her Butter Cargill because she's on a roll.
Oh, dear Lord, that was terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like a Joel Gertner line.
It sure does. What? What do you mean?
Moving on, Ray Jazz beat Anthony Green. We'll talk about Anthony a little bit more here when we get to Saturday.
A little bit later, yeah.
Maki Ito beat Kerry Morton.
That was so funny.
With the assist from Dad.
Yep, the assist from Dad. Old Ricky came out and helped him out.
Because Kerry was going to pizza cutter Maki.
No, he came out because he originally pushed Scarlett.
Well, that too.
Yeah, he originally pushed Scarlett. Yeah. And he came out to yell at
Which was not
Kerry.
Cool. We like Scarlett.
No, we like Scarlett. But he came out to yell at him for pushing Scarlett, and then, stuff
things happen. Griffin, McCoy, and KJ Orso, I really like them as a team. They're very weaselly heels.
They are.
But they beat Joey Janela and Marcus Mathers.
Yeah.
Which I kind of got to call that an upset.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't happy, as you can probably get. Although the problem is that when you get to that group, I liked all those guys except one.
Uh-huh. And we won't say which one. We'll leave that up to the imagination.
Jelly what?
Moving on. Somebody else had a good weekend. Danhausen. Danhausen beat Priscilla Kelly.
He did. Although, I know you like Danhausen.
I do. Love that Danhausen.
Love that Danhausen. But I'm tired of the gimmick already. Which is funny because when we talk about Saturday night, I hated the gimmick, but I love the wrestler, which is crazy.
No, the guy can wrestle.
Oh, he can wrestle. I'm not saying he can't wrestle, but everything, it was all kind of a little bit of a joke.
Wait till we get to Sunday.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know.
Uh-huh. Moving on. Vandal 48, Atticus and Otis Koger and Christian Napier beat YDNP and Ricky Morton in a 6-man tag.
Thanks to Carrie.
With a carry assist.
With a carry assist. Because they pinned Ricky.
Mm-hmm. And Mason and Slade showed up too.
Yeah. We'll talk about Slade later, especially with our guest.
Yes. World Championship match, Effie beat Shotzi, which I think we both said we could have easily seen it being the other way around.
Yes. What was... You got somebody backing up.
Yeah.
I would have easily been perfectly fine with Shotzi winning.
Yeah.
Would have been perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. But it was a good match though.
But I kind of wonder if, especially if after what happened this weekend, I'm kind of trying to figure out who is going to take it off of Effie.
Yeah, because he's coming up on a year.
Yeah.
This come January, he's going to have that belt for a year.
And it sucks that the one match he wasn't able to fulfill his. Huh?
The alley match?
No, the one match.
The match in Indy.
The match in Indy that we didn't get to see.
Because it was him and Billy.
It was supposed to be him and Billy.
Yeah, but he was hurt.
Well, he got hurt that morning?
Yeah.
It was after they were. It was when
they were already in the building.
Up.
Well, yeah. Building. They were in the amphitheater. This show ended up with 2 death matches at the end.
Uh-huh.
Remember how we were discussing whether we weren't sure if there was an athletic commission in Vermont?
Yeah, we found out real quick there isn't.
Yeah. Well, the first death match, Slade beat Dr. Redacted. I'm sorry.
Actually, it's funny. I went and changed shirts.
Mm-hmm.
But the shirt I had on before this was my Dr. Redacted shirt. I like that Dr. Redacted.
Slade is a scary dude.
He is a scary dude. Remember, because
nuts.
I said I was sticking with the Redacted because he was my friend.
Uh-huh. He's your buddy.
But I didn't have a good feeling about him versus Slade.
Then the main event, Minderz, another death match, had Bear Bronson beat Cyclope.
That was so good. That was like, you know me, I'm not a big fan of death matches. Man, that was good. I do like that Bear Bronson.
Yeah, he's I remember when he first showed up as one half of Bear Country, and they were all right. I mean, big Hoss tag team. I'm digging it, but he's really kind of come out of his shell since he's gone solo. And
pardon the pun, but he's kind of blossomed since he's gotten into GCW.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Plus, he's teaming with Tremont now.
Right. Bear Dozer. Yeah. All right, are we going to put a pin in this? I was going to say, put a pin in this.
There's the first night, so we just got to come back to the other 2.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to bring our guest in.
I'm going to let you do the honors.
I will do the honors. The original OG, you may know him from the Carnage Crew and Ring of Honor. He was, of course, a referee in ECW back in the day. But HC Loc, how are you, sir?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for joining us. I know it's kind of a bit of a shuffle, but I'm glad we were able to make it happen today.
Yeah, I'm real thrilled that we are. I'm sorry for all the delays, but I'm glad we're here now.
So, where are we talking to you from? Are you still up in the Rochester area?
Yeah, sort of. I'm about an hour and a half south of Rochester, and I can see that my lights are flickering here behind me. I'm sorry about that. I hope you can kind of see my face, but
That's all right. At least
maybe it's a
not your
blessing if you
phone
can't. I'm
going
getting pretty
out.
old, but yeah, yeah.
Actually, we just watched you in action on ECW refereeing
Really?
before we came on the air because we do our extreme effing review.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
We've been
we
doing
actually we
all
saw
the ECW on TNN episodes, so
yeah
we've
the
seen a lot
ECW.
of you.
Really? That's cool. Yeah, that was an exciting time.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
a lot of
match
people.
was that, Reb? Do you remember?
What's that?
Was it the tag match? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
FBI and
Queen
Dorian Roadkill.
Yeah,
Oh,
when FBI had the tag belts.
that was a fun time. Yeah, I don't remember that match specifically, but
Yeah.
yeah, those were good days. I don't know if a lot of people know or if you guys know, but I technically was really never a referee. That was just kind of I clearly refereed those matches, but that was just all like kind of character storyline to eventually present me as a wrestler. And of course, I wrestled quite a bit in ECW, mostly on the house shows. But before that blossomed, as we all know, the company went out of business, but it was still a great time.
Yeah. Well, that's where I first saw you was during the feud with Carino and Dusty back in
awesome.
that summer.
Yeah.
And Ignaz Minderz, I'm a huge Dusty mark. So
how can you not be? Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So how is it? Like, I know doing my research that you go back a long way with Carino, but throwing in a guy like Dusty Rhodes in there, how is it like just getting to work with Dusty at that point in your career?
It was, oh man, it was mind-boggling, really. I mean, it was such a blessing. And I mean, the older I get, I guess maybe the cornier I get when I think about stuff like that, but it was it was literally a blessing. How that all came about was just the two things didn't have anything to do with each other. It was just happenstance. But my first singles match ever was with Steve Carino. I wrestled for like, this isn't what you asked, but I wrestled for like a year and a half just doing like 6-mans and 8-mans and battle royals. And that's just how they broke us in those days. The first time I was one-on-one was with Steve Carino. And then fast forward and we're in ECW at the same time. And I ended up just kind of falling into that spot where if you know that whole storyline, I got busted open by Steve Carino in Milwaukee. Did my first live promo in front of the crowd and went really well. And he murdered me with that with that cowbell. And little footnote to that, I was also on Ring Crew at the time, right? So if you see me gushing blood, if you watch that, you could see me go, oh, and real quick reach down and try wiping up the mat because I know I'm the jerk that's got to clean it up later. I'm like, oh, all right, we'll worry about that later. But
we'll worry about that later.
but we ended up anyway, you asked about Dusty, and when we got that was to get Steve ready for the pay-per-view. And when we got to the day of the pay-per-view, I got there and Tommy Dreamer says to me, Dusty Rhodes has requested you be in his match. And think about that sentence. You know what I mean? I hadn't even been in the room to meet him yet, and he requested me, so it was what an honor, it was amazing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Reb. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, because the thing I remember vividly is the spot where you taped the cowbell to Carino's head and then Dusty hit the chair shot on him.
Yeah, that was totally on the fly, too, because Dusty couldn't get it to stick,
Okay.
so Dusty couldn't do it, so all of that stuff. Steve's like, help him tape that thing to my head. So I'm doing it and I'm holding it there, and you could see me send him into Dusty.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those happy accidents, it was probably cooler than if it happened the way they planned it to, it was neat.
Yeah.
So when you had your first match with Carino, I'm just curious. Did he have his blonde hair then, and did he bleed?
He did not bleed. He did not have blonde hair. He was we were two young punks that didn't know what we were doing, although he knew more than me. He'd been around a year and a half or so, maybe longer than I have, but he was just he was great, but to look at him, you would have never thought he was going to be world champion someday. He was
Right.
a skinny kid with stringy black hair and a full singlet, and everybody grows up, and he did, and became one of the best in the world, still is.
I remember when I first saw Carino, he was almost a dead ringer for the 1-2-3 kid.
Oh yeah, he got that all the time. Matter of fact, there was rumors, and I don't think that anybody ever. I don't know if there was anything to this or not, but there was rumors at the time. Remember when they did the fake Razor and fake Diesel, that they would make him the fake 1-2-3 kid. That was, and I don't know if that was just stuff that people were ribbing about in the locker room, or if anybody ever really discussed that for real. But
I actually remember him saying something about that. I think he was on Cabana's podcast years ago, and that came up. So I was wondering if he was just ribbing, or if that was actually the case.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So did he have a hand in getting you into ECW?
He didn't, actually. It was I hadn't seen him in several years by the time we both ended up there, and basically in those days, what you would do is if you were a local guy, and still today, I always tell people, everybody tells people, if you're a decent trainer, or that if you want to get on a wrestling show, show up early and see if you can help, right? And so I would do that. I started coming to ECW shows, and just getting there early and helping set up the ring, and then seeing if they'd let you work out. And I did that like twice, and I went really good, and I was so nervous and so scared. But then by that point, I had already been booked to go to Ocala, Florida, and train with Dory Funk for a week.
Nice.
And that was his first. He was doing they called them the Funkin' Dojos for WWE, and you guys probably remember that.
Yeah.
And then when there was that split, he started the Funkin' Conservatory. He was doing the exact same thing, the exact same class, the same curriculum, but he was doing it by himself. And I maybe emailed him, probably emailed Marty, his wife, and got invited down there to do that, sent him a tape, the whole deal. And I went down there and spent a week with him. And it was me, a buddy of mine named Dave DeJohn, who I went to wrestling school with, the guy who would be the Musketeer, who would be in ECW a little bit, and Amy Dumas, Lita, she was there. And that's where we became really good friends. And at the end of the week, Coach Funk took aside three of us, and it happened to be me, Amy, and my buddy Dave. And he had poignant words for all of us, but for me, again, it was one of those, I can't believe this happened the way it did. And I've been blessed to have a few things like this in my career, but he looked at me and he said, your work is excellent. You're a great carpenter, which means you can build a match. And that was the first time I'd ever heard that word. And I had to pretend like I knew what he meant at the time, but you're a great carpenter. And his exact words were, and this is Dory Funk Jr., right? He said, I think you can draw money for any company in the world, and I'd like to help. I think ECW would be a good fit. And I'd been there a couple times already, right? And it was definitely I would say my first choice, not just because I was a fan, which I was. It seemed like, well, they were a Northeast-based company. They were going everywhere at this point, but, and it seemed maybe attainable, from early on in my career. If you remember Hunter Q. Robbins, who was there when he was, and Larry Winters, when it was Eastern Championship Wrestling, I'd work with those guys every weekend, and they were kind of telling me, oh, we should try to see if we can get you an ECW. And you hear a lot of stuff like that, and I love those guys, you know what I mean? But, you never know who can really help or who can't, and you just try to be polite and say, thank you, sir, Well, here I am, and it's Dory saying, I'll call Tommy Dreamer. Holy crap. So I showed up. Yeah. So I show up next week to an ECW show like I'd been doing for, however long. And, only a couple weeks, I guess, at that point. And Dreamer says, go get in the ring and have a match. So I did, and that went well. And that's kind of how I got started. He actually said afterward, he says, "You did great." He said, "I can't offer you a paying full-time job now, but if you'd like to come to the shows, you're always welcome. And we'll see. You never know what can come of it." So what happened from there was it took 2 months, and I came to every show. And this is when we're working 4 nights a week in all over the place, right?
Mhm.
And I'm helping with the ring. I'm luckily I had friends on the ring crew, including Tony DeVito, who was later my partner. So they let me stay in their room, so I didn't have to pay. So for that, I was thankful for that. But bust my butt, set up the ring, do anything that was asked of me, work out with Tracy Smothers every day before doors open, tear down the ring, do all those things. And I remember exactly where we were. We were in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and my wife at the time, my first wife, I'd called home, and she told me that she was pregnant with our son. I said, "Oh my God." I said, I gotta get a job, or I gotta come home. That's all there is to it, you know?
Yeah.
So the next day we go, I set up the ring. I do what I always do. Bill Alfonso comes up to me and says, matter of factly, looking dead serious look on his face. He says, "I want you to go find Chris Chetty, Danny Doring, Roadkill, Tony DeVito, and Angel, and maybe a couple other people, but I remember those." He says, "Go get them and come find me." So, "Yes, sir." And I went around and I found them all. I said, "Fonz wants to see you." "Hey, Fonz wants to see you." So I found the last guy over it was, brought him over to Fonz. I said, "Here you go, sir." And they were all sitting in a circle. And Fonz goes, "Sit down." And I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it, and but I didn't know what was coming. And he pointed to me and he said, "This meeting is about you." He says, "You need to know that over the course of the last 2 months, everybody in this circle, at least one time, has come to me and asked if I could help get you hired here. You've showed up when you didn't have to. You've showed up when there wasn't money. You've busted your butt in the ring. You've done everything that's asked for you. And I'd like you to know that starting right now, you're a full-time employee of Extreme Championship Wrestling if you'd like to be." And it was the day after I found out that I was going to have my son, right? So it's like,
Wow.
I don't know what you believe in, but some things seem like they line up, like they're meant
Yep.
to be, So not that we were making record-breaking money by any means, but, $75 a night is a lot better than no money a night,
Right.
And I was blessed that, I would, you talk about paying your dues, but in an effort to show the company that I wanted it and the fact that I had a family to feed, I was on ring crew, $75 a night. I'd wrestle a referee, that's $75 a night. And then I would sell T-shirts as they were leaving the building. That's $75 a night. Tommy Dreamer would pay me that. So I would do okay, but if you think about that, there was nights when people complain now and you hear them talk about, "Oh, I had to drive 3 hours for that show," or "That guy wouldn't, said if I wanted to be on his shows, I had to show up and help with the ring." Brother, I drove the ring truck, set up the ring, set up the chairs, worked out with Tracy, wrestled, refereed, and ring announced a lot of times on the same show, all three, sold T-shirts, and then tore down the ring and drove to the next town. So I'll put that up against anybody's paying your dues stories, but it led to a great life. I was lucky to do it.
I had to chuckle as he was going through some of those, Reb, because some of those are friends of our show. Because we've had Fonzie on twice.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God, he's the best.
he is.
You are the third tag team partner of Tony DeVito we've had on one of our shows.
Yes.
So
really?
Yeah, we've had Angel, we've had Justin.
Angel and Justin, yeah, and Justin would team with us, later.
Carnage Crew.
He'd become a Carnage Crew member later. So,
we're going to get to the Carnage Crew.
Yeah. All right, I don't want to hijack your show. I get talking about these stories, and I could talk all night. So
that's exactly why we do this. Is because we're marks for backstage stories, for road stories, for.
Beautiful.
We've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, good. Good.
Because we've had Jack on too, Jack Victory.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Victory. Yeah. Sandman. We had quite a few ECW guys on our shows. So
that's awesome.
I'm glad you got to bring up, like, all the dues you were paying, because we do have a lot of young wrestlers that watch this show, and I try to get people on that can kind of impart wisdom when they can. So I'm glad you were able to work that in there, because like there's a lot of young talent around here in their what would you say, early 20s, late teens that watch this show, that are
late teens, early 20s. Yeah, we've got some that have we've got one that's not even out of high school yet that watches.
Yeah,
that's been
great.
Working pretty good around here. But yeah, we've got a lot of the guys that we work with or that we've talked to and things like that come out of St. Louis a lot. And we've got some from
Indianapolis and
Indianapolis.
Springfield.
Since we're in Illinois, it's kind of, you know, we don't go so much up to Chicago, but we kind of stick around the Indianapolis, St. Louis area.
Nice.
And then, of course, we follow the GCW stuff. So
cool. Yeah. I got to work a GCW show a couple weekends ago. It's always fun there.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
So I have a question. I have what I call my Minderz laws.
Sure.
I have different laws, and one of my Minderz laws is two guys that know each other will knock the living crap out of each other because they're friends. Are you and Slade friends?
We are now. Yeah. I really enjoyed that young man. You know, it's he's a guy whose work I wasn't very familiar with, you know, before I went there.
You got real familiar real quick.
Yeah. And I mean, you never know in those scenarios, you know. It's I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys. I'm sure that there's people out there that don't know or don't care who I am, you know what I mean, as far as a pro wrestler goes. But I also get a lot of, I just do. I've been doing it 30 years. I get a lot of, oh, sir, it's an honor to work with you. I get a lot of that too, you know. So you don't know what to expect. And he was very kind, very respectful, very good, and I'd seen a little bit of what he does. I'm like, cool, you know, I dig that, you know, and we just went for it, you know. It's we talked for a minute, and I think I said, no, I understand what he does, and that he's going to be good out there, and anything we might have talked about before we went out there, we kind of went out the window, and we just had fun and beat each other up in a respectful working way and professional way, and I really enjoyed it.
The thing that always comes, sorry about that, Minderz, but
no, you're good.
The thing that always sticks to me about GCW, and I've been to a few GCW shows over the years, and it's got this atmosphere that really revolves around the fans and the energy that they bring in. And I can see, like when you said that everything you play goes out the window, how much of that is dictated by the fans and the response and all that?
Well, for me personally, all of it. You know, it's if you and I are going to have a match tonight, GCW or anywhere else, no matter how much we talk beforehand or how much we plan out, that's just plan A. You know what I mean? Plan B could easily, you know, come into, depends on as soon as I get out there. You know what I mean? I always say, you know, you got to see which way the wind's blowing a little bit. And if the fans are gashing you up or they're not buying what you're doing, then you start doing something else. But very much, especially in a situation like that, you're working a guy like Slade, and you're on a GCW show anyway, and you know you got lots of toys in the ring with you. If the fans are gashing you up a little bit, maybe swing a little harder, and you know, or not even that. I shouldn't say that. It's I would say I'm more apt to tell somebody to hit me. You know what I mean? In those situations, you know,
it just spikes the adrenaline a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, there or anywhere else, I can't give you a percentage, but a lot of my matches, maybe most, there'll be at least one point in there where whatever idea we had in the back, I have a better idea in the moment, or at least I think I do. So I do a little something different, but then we get right back to wherever, you know. But that's to me, that's what working is. You know, that's in fact it is. That's what working is working with the people, working together to do something, you know, rather than just remembering everything. And I'm not knocking people that just do that, because sometimes that's how it is. Hey, man, that one is exactly the way we planned it, which is cool. But I get a lot of satisfaction out of, hey, what type of stuff do you like to do? Oh, cool. Yeah, here's some stuff I might do, and then I, usually as the veteran of my matches, not because I'm good, just because I'm old. Well, I'll say, cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we'll do those things. Just listen to me, all right? And usually I say, yeah. And then we'll go out there and we'll, there'll be some semblance of whatever we discussed in the back, but there's always a lot. I'll give you a perfect example. 2 nights ago or whenever it was, I was wrestling. I guess it was 2 nights ago. And I had a 4-way match, and geez. And it was fun and it was easy. And I knew there was going to be one section where I was in there with one guy by myself. And when we came out, people were really into me, and a guy showed me that he had a prosthetic leg, and he was hollering to me. He goes, "Just like in Philly, right, Loc? You want to take it back to ECW?" And he's trying to tell me that if I want to hit the guy with his leg, I could do it, right? And so kind of dust settles. There's just me and one guy in the ring, and the people were really up. They were really into it, and looked out, and that guy was cheering. I go, "Throw me it, dude." And he did, and I sent the guy off the ropes with one arm and held the leg, and the other one I whacked him and threw it back to the guy. And of course, that was the biggest reaction of the match. But I can't call that in the back. I didn't know that guy was going to be there.
Exactly.
So,
yep.
But so that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, just being as a fan, when you're watching matches like that, I think the ones that are called in the ring are the ones that work the best, in my personal opinion.
I think so. I mean, for me, for my taste, and I really want to be careful not to crap on people that disagree or don't do it that way. But especially in today's wrestling, where it can be when there's amazing athletes. Listen, I'm a fat old man, and I couldn't do some of the stuff that they did. And when I wasn't a fat old man, I couldn't do the stuff that a lot of these guys do. So I'm not. God bless them. It's amazing. But you watch some of these matches, and I hasten to name names, but they might be on television and they might be on Wednesday nights. Okay. And you can look there and you can say, okay, that is amazing. But I can also know for a fact that you sat and practiced that, because how can you cannot do that unless you practice that. You know what I mean? It can't be done. That to me, it's all entertainment. Well, what I find entertaining is when it doesn't look like you practiced it. That's my taste, so.
Yeah, kind of the same way.
Yeah.
We're exactly the same. Well, I believe I know exactly who you are talking about. And yeah, that's kind of the reason that they're not my favorites. That's
yeah. I mean, listen.
The more it looks rehearsed, the more I have a harder time believing it.
For sure. And there's somebody who's going to watch this and say, well, Loc, they're making more money than you. They sure are. God bless them. But professional wrestling has been around for 125 years doing it the other way. So I think I'm right too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's the thing. It's not that everybody's, there's not really a wrong or right. If it's working for you, it's working for you.
Right.
So yeah, we have our opinions about that Wednesday night show. We don't speak about it too often.
It's rarely on the talent, though.
We never have a problem with
most of our criticisms are just Tony Khan is actually from the town I'm talking to you from, in Champaign, Illinois. So
is that right? I knew he was out that way somewhere. Seems like a lovely man. I don't know him.
He seems like a perfectly nice guy, but bless his heart, he's trying to do everything himself, and it's it's something Bubba Ray always talks about on Busted Open when he's critiquing AEW. It's that Tony tries to do the booking and everything without any help, and sometimes it shows.
He needs some. Well, okay, I'm gonna bring it up because we have a expo here in Indianapolis.
Squared Circle
every
Expo.
year. Squared Circle Expo.
Mm.
Last year we actually got to meet I got to meet Gertner in Blue Meanie.
That's where you got the shirt.
I got my shirt from.
Love it.
But when we were there, the NWA guys were there.
Mm-hmm.
So Tom Latimer was there. Well, Camille happened to be with him. And I actually had a very good conversation.
She is lovely, by the way.
She is lovely. We love her. But I had a very respectful conversation with her about how I hated the booking that they did with her.
Oh yeah.
And the way we talked about it, it was like, look, this is nothing against you. I think you're awesome. But I don't think the storyline they had for you should have been the storyline they had for you.
Yeah.
Or if it was, then they should have made her look more like a beast. And
Sure.
that, but again, like I said, I was able to have that conversation with her. There's a lot of the AEW guys that we've been able to have conversations with that, yeah, you know, hey, we have nothing against you guys.
Yeah.
But we just don't completely agree with the direction that they're taking or how quickly they get to the payoff.
They a lot of those guys, I can tell you, feel the same way. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's
getting
their
paid.
job and they're doing the best they can and they're getting paid and, you know, stuff like that. But there's, you know, again, without betraying any confidences, I can tell you there's someone within the WWE system right now who happens to hold one of the many belts that had a conversation with me when he still worked there about similar frustrations. So it's not just the fans that think it, you know. But having said that, it's great. It's great for the people that work there. It's great that Tony's so generous with his money and his time, and you know, and it's a very cool thing. You know what I mean? I'm giving you the politically correct version right now, but you know that is true. I do believe that it's awesome.
Yeah.
But you know, at the same time, you know, I run a wrestling company now with some partners, and we try to do things a little bit differently, booking wise. You know, so but you know, it's his money. He can spend it any way he wants, right? I guess.
Yeah, well, we like that slow burn for storylines. We
Yeah.
like that slow burn. Draw
Sure.
it out as long as you can. We like that.
Well,
But-
not to get too much into it, but if you know, again, like not to dump on him because I think it's great, and you know, I'm not a hypocrite either. If Tony Khan wanted to book me and Tony tomorrow, I'm sure we would do it and do the best we could with it. So I'm not,
Right,
you know what I mean. But
right.
having said that, I think that if Tony was the writer of the show Friends, Ross and Rachel would have got married in the first episode, and then what are you going to do? You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right.
but
It'd be a dream match.
right, yeah, yeah.
Reb, you need to ask him the question that we had. What we said they should do for WrestleMania next year when they're over in
So
or when
you
they
know,
go to
so they're taking WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
The year after next. We went on, what was it, a 40-minute
we were on a 40-minute
debate.
rant.
talking about how Tony needs to take advantage of that and just do just a massive like, AEW pay-per-view and the collective and all that stuff, and have it surround AEW the way that it's always all the companies come to wherever
Yeah.
WrestleMania is every year.
Yeah.
We think
I
he's
think-
missing out on a great opportunity there.
Well, we don't know that he is. He might be planning
He might be doing it, you
planning
know.
it.
I mean, that very much seems like
because
a
that's
smart
huge,
move, you know.
That's going to be a huge vacuum for a lot of
Oh my
guys
God.
for bookings.
Very
we
much
can-
so. That the boys and the fans schedule their year around that, you know. So if it's not going to be here, then he absolutely should do that. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But you know, it seems like a smart move for sure.
We even went so far as to try to tell him where he should book it.
Oh yeah, where's that?
We think he ought to go to Jacksonville because that would save him some money because he's got the Jacksonville arena.
You could do
All
an
right.
indie
Or the
show in the
stadium.
stadium, and
Have
then
his show in
Daly's
the
place
stadium.
for all the indie shows.
Then Daly's
Yeah.
place for all the indies.
A little
Well, that'd be
selfish, I prefer
fantastic.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already decided because WrestleMania is supposed to come to Indianapolis eventually sometime. So when it gets announced, Reb and I have decided we are not going to WrestleMania.
No,
And we're going to hit as many indie shows as we can around Indianapolis.
that's the fun part. Yeah,
It really is.
It's, yeah, those are great. I mean, I love those weekends. 2 years ago or whenever it was, when we were in Philly, when Mania was in Philly, I mean, it was just, for me personally, I mean, it's funny, you know, but the Monday afterwards, I'm on the phone with Tony and we're tearing up, you know, because it
Yeah.
was just so, well, plus we're old men, you know, so we get to look back and feel so lucky, but there's all those indies and Mania happens and I got to be a guest at night one just to watch, and then leave there and go straight to work for GCW at the midnight show.
Oh,
And meanwhile, the night before, they did Extreme Reunion or whatever, ECW tribute show, basically, at the ECW arena, and it was all ECW guys, and it was sold out. And it's just we never wanted that weekend to end, So so for us personally, that was great. But was
the
that
midnight show at GCW? That wasn't the clusterfuck, was it?
That was the clusterfuck. It was. Yeah. It was one match that went like
2.5 hours.
I can't remember, like
It was at least 2
3
hours.
or 4 hours or something.
Yeah,
it was
goes forever.
It was nuts, and we were like the third people at the third or fourth entrant. We come out together as a tag team. But it was fun.
If you get done that early, then you can just leave.
Yeah. Well, I ended up running my mouth and talking. We definitely left before it was done, but I was still there for hours. And but it was cool. It's Mania weekend, and it's the GCW shows are fun anyway because they're just like, I don't know, like class reunions or something like that. Because there's always good people around. But that being me, like Paul London was there just hanging out in the crowd. So like I go and I hadn't seen him in years, so I just hugged him and squeezed him and thought I hurt his neck. But but it was just great to see him, And so it was just a fun weekend, but that was a great night.
Yeah, Reb took me to my first GCW show this year.
Oh yeah?
So we went to Indianapolis, and it was so fun. Like, I get there and I was like, I feel like I'm home. This is not, because I hadn't been to a GCW show before. Because
Dr. Redacted took a guy in the outhouse.
Yeah, Dr. Redacted took a guy into a porta potty.
I think those things, as cool as they are, and it's so awesome. I mean, I think they're confirmed the biggest indie in the world, right? Probably, but
at least in the country.
Yeah. But watching them, if you're watching them on, I guess it's Triller now, not Fight. It's nothing like being there live.
Oh no.
You're like, you feel like you're part of something, and being backstage, like working that show. I haven't done very many. I've maybe done 3 or so GCW bookings in the last 2-3 years. But it's just, they're always so fun. It's like, I'm so glad I'm here. It's everybody just having a great time, and it's I don't know how to describe it. Like I'm sure you'll ask me, or if not, but some friends and I are promoting a thing called Flex Wrestling now, and we're really, really excited about it. It's going really well. But
we're going to get to that for sure.
We're going to get to that.
Just a quick version of it is part of our business model being like, how, long story short, how professional can we make this, right? And everything is dot all the I's, cross all the T's, type of thing. But you go to GCW and it's this big thing. But like, for instance, there was a ladder match at the show in Rochester, and some of my students were in it, and some of the Rochester students were in it, like the standouts, they get in their big shot. And Jordan Oliver was a fan of some of these guys and has become friends of them. And they literally just come out on the stage and watch, and you can't imagine that, like, unless it's part of the show, you're not going to see on television, whatever, Roman Reigns watching the other matches. You know what I mean? It was just purely because it's a team vibe. It's a family vibe type of thing, so got to plug in my phone here so I don't lose you.
At that Indianapolis show, how many guys did we see just hanging out at the gimmick tables, like watching the matches?
Lot. I mean, well, you have to take consideration though too. A lot of those guys I had seen at other independent shows, so I actually, Marcus Mathers, Jordan Oliver, Billy Starks was there. I have a picture of Billy Starks photo bombing a picture of me and Marcus Mathers. I mean, great. I got 4 pictures with Dr. Redacted. We got to hang out. How long did we talk to Manser?
A good 25 minutes, probably.
Yeah, we talked to him for a long time.
He's such a great dude.
Oh, he's so cool.
Is.
I told him, and I've said this to many people, I consider him like the Dick Slater of his era.
Yeah, that's perfect. His work.
And also just a cool guy. So
yeah, very cool.
Well, and then we had a lot of fun. KJ Orso.
Yes.
We had him on the show. So we show up.
back in his
we've had
Fuego
him
days,
and
but
him and Sam Stack back in Fuego days, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had him and Sam on Stackhouse. We've
Oh,
had
cool.
Sam on a few times, but KJ actually remembered me because of my hair, because I have funky colored hair.
Nice.
And then Marcus Mathers had remembered me because of my funky colored hair at a different show I had seen him at. And then Jordan Oliver looked at me. He's like, I think I remember you. And I said, I was at the show where you got your concussion back in Terre Haute, Indiana. He goes, oh, yeah, I remember. I kind of remember that. And he goes, I remember people being there. And I was like, yeah, we were there for that one.
I don't think Minderz remembers her actual hair color. It's always something
I don't.
funky these days.
I have, because it's purple and blue right now. So
Yeah,
it's kind of my shtick.
Well, I'm an honorary member of the Baldies, as you know, Minderz, for a reason. So
you are. Did you? You have to tell HC about it. Angel made him an honorary member of the Baldies. Did we lose him?
Did he freeze?
I think he froze. As we just continue on talking.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, we will see what happens there.
You want me to take him out? Or are you going to?
Let's see. Let me check. Make sure he didn't send me a message here.
Okay.
Oh, he jumped out. We'll see if he jumps back in there. But
yeah, hopefully he jumps back in.
He did say he was plugging his phone in. So
that's true. I really hope, because I really want to hear more about Flex.
Yes. I mean, it is the independent wrestling shootout, so we got to talk about the independents.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about I mean, we are talking GCW, but
true. But did we dwell on ECW too much?
No.
Oh my God.
Who are you kidding? You still ain't talked to him about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So when we come back, when he gets back in here, hey, why don't you put up our go to our web?
Yes. All right.
Peddle our stuff.
Okay. ProWrestlingTees.com/JTR Pod for I guess you'd say our original line of t-shirts that we have up there. Mostly from Jumping the Rail. We have some of our vintage 01 shootout stuff on there also. But Brainbuster Tees has more of the current stuff. We got some new designs out. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, hats, sweatpants, fanny packs, all kinds of cool stuff on there. Brainbustertees.com/JTR. And then our Patreon, patreon.com/JTR Podcast Network. We're always trying to think of cool stuff to put up there on our $5 Hoots and Judy's tier. If you are interested, I think we have at some point soon we're going to be putting up another fantasy draft. Just got to get the day right to get everybody involved to jump in. So so that's us peddling our stuff along with your fudge.
We did that already. I don't want to go into a discussion.
No, we don't need to dwell on the fudge.
Please don't.
That sounds weird.
Shut up. It's your fault. You're the one that said it.
I know. I blame myself.
Yes. Wait, that's the wrong one, but okay.
What?
Did you see which one you put up?
Oh, no, that was by design.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going for the fudge picture.
Oh, okay. You're going for the other one. Gotcha.
Right. I'm going to check in with our guest here. Make sure.
Hey, it wouldn't be an independent wrestling shootout if we didn't have some sort of technical difficulties.
Indeed.
Because we're really well known for having our technical difficulties.
That's true. I mean, shoot, look at the first 2 minutes of the episode today.
Yeah.
That was not my finest moment.
Nope.
I have no idea how I got muted because I didn't do it.
Well, you had turned off your phone, so I wonder if when you unhooked your phone, doesn't that usually...
Maybe.
I'm going to put our little dude up in the corner. There we go.
There it is. All right. And
well, okay, since we're waiting,
mm-hmm.
You want to talk about Saturday night?
Let's talk Saturday. We'll start with Saturday, and I'll keep an eye on the inbox there.
Yeah.
So Saturday was in Connecticut.
No, I am not in charge of the tech shit. Hannah just asked if I was in charge of the tech shit. I said no.
No, it's
He doesn't trust me with it.
that's not necessarily true, but you're a mute risk. If I talk too much, you might mute me.
That's true. But
All right.
I never do.
No, you don't. All right, so we have GCW and Massacre in Maine. This was the main show. It wasn't Connecticut.
So then what was that? What was Sunday, Connecticut?
Sunday was Vermont.
Sunday was Vermont.
Green Mountain Wrestling was in Vermont.
Oh, so Friday was Connecticut.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
He's checking to make sure.
We're getting a response.
Oh, okay.
It's the three little dots are dancing on the.
Don't you love that's so obnoxious sometimes?
I
You're
know,
like,
right?
just and then you'll get a K.
Or a thumbs up.
Right. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that was Massacre in Maine.
Massacre in Maine is this one. There was no moose to be found on the show.
No moose.
They should have booked moose. That would have been.
Well, but there was a bear.
He responded. He said the rain just hit and his internet went out for a bit.
No problem.
So, I will say no problem. I don't know anyone narrating my.
No, you should be, so that way people know what you're saying to him. You might just tell him that, thank him, and say we want to get you back on though, and call it good for the night for him anyway. But yeah, because
Why don't you spell is with a K?
oh boy. All right. So
All right.
I'm gonna do a big no.
What are you doing?
Now I'm curious.
About?
I'm gonna. It's 7:00, Reb.
It is 7:00. Oh, you want
On a
some blood and
Wednesday.
guts? It's Blood and Guts Day, Minderz.
Oh, is it Blood and Guts Day?
Yeah. Are they doing both Blood and Guts today, or are they doing one tonight and one next week?
I don't know what they're doing.
Does anyone?
Well,
besides pissing off the NWA?
Page is already up, so
that tells me they're doing both of them. Probably starting with the ladies.
Yep. Oh, and it's Blue Sky. Okay.
Of course. Well, she is the War Games veteran in that match. Which I know was
I'm not talking about that War Games.
All right. Well, anyway, let's talk about this GCW show in Maine, Minderz.
Let's do that. I like that idea better.
All right. As I wait for a response, starts off with a scramble match. Flying Ryan O'Neal. What do you think of that kid?
I like Flying Ryan. That was the one. Did you ever go back and watch his match against Joey?
I did. It was very good.
I told you.
Well, Flying Ryan beat Mortar, Smiley, Seabass, Finn, 23 Hazard, and TJ Crawford in a scramble match.
Which I'm assuming is all the kind of the independent guys.
Yeah.
The locals.
Yeah. Match
because I didn't know who any of them were except Flying Ryan.
No, it's the same. Match number 2, top team, which is Teriyaki and Jay Lucas, beat Miracle Generation of Dustin Waller and Kylon King.
That was actually pretty good too.
I like Terry and Jay as a team.
I do too. They work really well together.
Yeah. KJ Orso beat Maki Ito.
Yeah.
And then I think he was going to menace her with a chair before something happened, but if I remember.
Oh, right. And what was that?
I'm trying to remember if it was Jelly come out.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
HC Loc, you are back, sir.
I am back for now. We'll see. We'll see how this works. If it happens again, maybe we'll try next week.
We'll call it good.
Okay.
We will definitely bring it back if something happens, though.
Okay.
We haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Yeah.
We haven't even got the Carnage Crew yet.
No.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to hold my phone and face completely still, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, Reb, go for it. Do we want to talk Flex with him real quick?
Let's get into Flex now, just in case something happens.
The next time we bring him on, we can talk Carnage Crew.
Yes.
All right.
That
That
sounds
works.
good. All right. So, how did Flex Wrestling come about? Because you guys are, am I see right? You're having your first show soon. Like you're just
Second show.
second show.
Yeah. First show went great. I can tell you a little bit about that. But, well, in all honesty, I've been doing it a very long time. I've been a wrestler 30 years. And I've always trained guys and been the guy that helps backstage and stuff like that. And I'd gotten the job booking at a local indie, and I enjoyed it. I really did. But to be completely candid, if you're not the owner, then you don't have final say, even if they say you're the booker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which is totally fine and understandable. But there reaches a point where it's like, I think we should be doing this. And the talent will ask you, hey, what am I going to do on that show? And you'll tell them. And I think that we should do this to advertise for that show or run this angle to get there. And you ultimately don't have the final say. You know what I mean? If the guy that writes the checks or hands out the envelopes decides differently or doesn't see the same vision, which is his prerogative, then it doesn't happen. Okay. And it got to the point where maybe it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is, and decide, okay, am I really good at this? Or are people just being polite for 30 years telling me that I am? Let's see, so I have some trusted partners, friends. Sean Carr's an amazing pro wrestler out here in the Northeast. I don't know if his name reaches out there to you guys, but it should. He's a star. And actually a trainee of mine, his name's Ryan Rice. He is a great former referee, had to retire for medical reasons, but he's got a great mind for the business and all kind of drive. And the three of us came together and we just stumbled on it. We said, oh man, what if we did it ourselves sometime? What if we did it ourselves? And then somebody came up with the idea of Flex, Finger Lakes Extreme Wrestling, because we live in the Finger Lakes region.
Right.
And I'd always wanted to be like kind of that, almost like a mom and pop store type of thing, like do something for those local people that they can get excited about. Yeah. And if our local people will make it destination to come see us and support us, then that's a good start. And then we can spread our wings and see if we can grow. So that just kind of fell into place, and we partnered with an amazing venue here called the Mud Creek Bison Ranch. It's a 2,000 seat venue with a world-class stage and lights and sound, like nice. Literally, like I think Queensryche is booked there and Slaughter, all these, like nice. Bigger bands, type of thing. And, but it's all kinds of space. So, we just really decided it was time to put up or shut up, and I got some trusted friends with me, and we booked this first show, and it was great. We had almost 500 people there, and there was the old Dusty line swinging from the rafters, baby, and they were, because of the balcony, and they were up there all the way around and everything, and then there was the area in the back where they serve food and all that stuff. So and that was full too. So we were doing really, really good. It picked up a ton of buzz. We actually had a film crew there that filmed a documentary of the first day, and they're shopping that now to like film festivals, and hopefully that'll end up on Amazon and stuff like that, Amazon Prime. And so it's going really well. We've at least out this way, we've created quite a bit of buzz. Mike Johnson from PW Insider is a good friend of mine, and he's plugged us quite a bit, and been very supportive, and you're doing well when the day after your first show with when pretty decent name talent that you would recognize starts contacting me to be like, hey man, what's the next show? Hey, so we're doing something right.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the talent that you got, because you said you've been training guys, and we saw a lot of young talent from your promotion on that GCW show in Rochester. So just run down some of the names for some of our viewers that may not know who you got.
Oh man, we've got of course myself, but there's Sean Carr, who I can't speak highly enough of, a guy named Maddock. He's the young lion of the West, he calls himself. He's one of my favorite opponents. A guy who's a student of mine, but he's nobody's student anymore. He's ready for the next level. I'll always be proud to call him that, but he's a guy he's ready for a bigger stage. His name is Chael Connors. He's fantastic. He's got it all. He's a total package. Of course, there's guys like Carmelo Lee and Julio Diamante and some of these people that I'm sure a lot of your listeners and viewers haven't heard yet. But if you would take the chance to stream us live or check us out on YouTube or any of the things we have coming up, these are some names that I'm not telling you maybe you're gonna see in the AEWs and the NXTs and beyond for many years to come.
Yeah.
We're really, really lucky to have the group of folks that we have, and to have the venue that we have. It's an amazing place for pro wrestling. I don't know if you saw any of the pictures, but it was we were proud to be there and lucky to be there. It was amazing.
Yeah. And where are you streaming your content on? Is it going to be
right now? It's everything. I'm kind of talking fast in case a storm comes again.
I got you.
Everything is streaming live on Facebook and YouTube and I think TikTok and all that stuff. We're looking into I think by event 3 or something like that. There's some logistical stuff we have to work out. We want to do the Triller thing and all that stuff. But our this is it for me. This is not saying that my career's ending, but this is the end all be all for me. I putting everything I have, not only my name and reputation that I might have, but money and time into Flex Wrestling. I really want it to be something that not just our local fans, but the industry is aware of and that people keep an eye on. And I want it to be a place for guys like Chael Connors to say, hey, I got my big break at Flex, not because we were somebody that could necessarily pay him millions of dollars, but could get him ready for the places that will and get him seen by the people that can offer him that job. So that's my goal.
Yeah, I'm looking at YouTube right now. I see where you got Flex Wrestling. You got your channel up for you can subscribe to that. And there's your first show was in the beginning.
In the beginning, yep.
And that is up. The full show is on there if you want to check that out. So I will definitely be doing that later on.
Yeah, please do. It was really good.
Reb, I'm putting this down before I get mad at it.
Minderz had to take a gander at the blood and guts match, I guess.
Oh,
I can't do it.
Yeah, I forgot that was on.
It's okay. You're not missing much yet.
Yeah.
So looking at your the cover picture on your channel, is that Rhino on the show you were on?
He was our it only makes sense to have somebody that everybody would know on the first few shows until our local guys are people that they know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Rhino's been a friend for, I don't know, whenever. I know that we started ECW the same year. So,
I think he's gored you a few times on TNN.
Oh my God. Yeah. One time it's Jesus. One time there was something where they had PJ, just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for lack of a better term, as we call it, shit can me into Rhino so he could spear me out of the air. And you can see if you're looking for it, you can see my gum go flying out of my mouth.
I remember that because I thought it was a tooth.
We thought it was a tooth.
That's what buddies do.
Hey, we've had Rhino down our neck of the woods a few times. Once in Clinton, Illinois for our friend's Pro Wrestling Glory show, and then down in St. Louis. He's been there quite a few times.
Yeah,
well, he's their champ.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that never ages. I mean, like he looks exactly the same as he did when I met him all those years, 25 years ago, maybe more. No, more than that, 28 years ago, something. I don't know. Maybe not that long. I don't know, but a long time ago.
And the guy seems like just a big teddy bear when you're talking to him outside of the ring.
Sweetheart of a man. Sweetheart. I mean, he could kill you. I mean, he could murder you in a second, but he wouldn't, hopefully, because he's just that nice guy. I was just telling this story yesterday to a couple students, or day before, because they were worried about, did I hit you too hard or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That came up. and there's this story of Steve Corino having a super kick Rhino in ECW. And Paul says to Steve something along the lines of, I won't get the exact quote, but it was, if you potato him, he's going to kick your ass. Potato is, if you don't know, stiff him. He's gonna kick your ass. Steve's like, yes, Paul, I know. And he goes, but if you miss him, he'll kill you. So you better hit him. So you better hit him.
We always say that. I mean, my Minderz laws. So one of the Minderz laws we were talking about earlier was if you're friends with the guy in the ring, you're going to beat the hell out of each other.
100%. You always beat up your friends more.
Yeah, you always beat up your friends more.
I don't even I can remember wrestling Angel in ECW, and not on purpose, but literally not even trying to hit him lightly because he's my buddy and I didn't have to. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. So I have that one. I have triple multi-man matches. Champion usually always retains the belt. Not always, but usually always. My other favorite one is he who puts it up goes through it.
Yeah. That's a pretty solid rule. Yeah.
Now that doesn't work for Sandman.
No.
Yeah.
Or Tremont.
Yeah.
Or Tremont. Yeah. Or Tremont.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like I said, I have my Minderz laws, and tag ropes. Tag ropes are a big thing for me.
Yeah, me too. I love. Yeah.
Please tell me you had tag ropes at Flex Wrestling.
Always. Yeah. And the baby faces had to be on the right corner too, not the incorrect corner. Stuff like that. Yeah, it's weird. Well, I spent a lot of my career, and certainly the most notable part of my career, as a member of the Carnage Crew. So, I mean, that's so ingrained in me as part of it, is reaching for the tag rope. And if it's not there, if we ever do a show, I'm grabbing the top turnbuckle or something. It's because that's just where my hand goes. It's
right.
Yeah. But
that's probably my biggest pet peeve with some of the shows that we go to, because they're indie shows. They don't have everything, but don't see them using the tag rope. That just kills me.
If it's hanging right there,
right?
Yeah,
and they're just not using it at all. It's
yeah. I'm with you.
You may have heard of these guys, the Premier out of Kansas City.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Campbell, Suit Myers, and SK Bishop.
Hmm.
But they actually were at a show we were at, and they brought their own tag ropes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I stole them.
Great.
Actually, and she got them to sign
shoelaces. They're shoelaces,
awesome.
But yeah. Whatever works.
Yeah.
So can I ask, are we gonna get the Carnage Crew at Flex Wrestling at some point?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think this is much of a spoiler that'll ruin too much, but if everything goes as planned, so Flex Wrestling's kind of business model is to decidedly not be that company that gets to brag we did 40 shows last year. That's great for those people that do that. I would rather run 8 shows a year and have time and money to promote them all correctly and have them all feel like pay-per-views, So
high quality matches, yeah.
Yeah. So it was on purpose that our first show was September 26th. Our second one isn't until December 6th, coming up here in about 3 weeks. And then after that, it's February 28th. And then in March, we're debuting in a new market, Ithaca, New York, about an hour away from where we are. Okay. And I think that probably Tony will be in for that. And I've got Angel coming into on December 6th. And there's always been that thing where Tony and Angel were the Baldies, and me and Tony are the Carnage Crew, and we've wrestled as the Carnage Baldies or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Like the three of us together, just done stuff like that. We always argue of which one out of the three of us is really the Marty of the team. That old joke, And,
you got to be the Leaf Cassidy of the team if there's 3 of you.
Well, there you go. Why didn't we ever think of that? God dang. As long as everybody knows I'm the Sean, it doesn't matter.
Right. I can get behind that, because Angel did make me an honorary member of the Baldies.
Did he?
A few months ago. So
fantastic. That's great. Yeah.
We had him on a Sunday, and we were just talking ECW and
all
that fun stuff. And
Yeah.
He's actually agreed we're going to have him on our Extreme F and review show. He's going to do a watch along with us.
Oh, awesome.
For the last pay-per-view that ECW did.
Oh, fantastic.
Since they're all over that one. So.
Yeah.
You know, Minderz, I think you'll be okay with it. I'm going to throw out an invite. If you want to do one of these watch-alongs with us on the Extreme F&R review, you're more than welcome anytime.
Oh, man, I would love to. Yeah, I'd be thrilled.
We have 2 episodes left of the Teen show. Then we're going to go through the rest of the pay-per-view run. And then I think we're going to go back to like 97 and go back to where we missed. But
awesome.
One of these days we'll get you on for like Massacre on 34th Street or something.
Oh,
like that.
Please. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah.
So our next one coming up right now is Anarchy Rules. So.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, they all some of them. It sounds terrible, but they. But like Massacre on 34th Street, that one stands out. But a lot of them tend to run together in my head, which is maybe sounds terrible, but it's like I have to be reminded which one's which, But even for when you're in it, like the big moments for me personally, I can tell you where I were and what we were doing. But a lot of those pay-per-views, even if I was on them, like which one was that again? Because you're on the road 4 days a week, and at that time, and just doing the job. But man, best time of my life.
I'm just curious. So when you were on the road, because one of our favorite things is talking road stories with guys.
Yeah.
Who were some of the people? I mean, I'm sure you traveled with Tony, but who was that about the only person you ever traveled with, or who all were your travel buddies? I know you said you did the ring crew. So
yeah, me, Tony, and Angel, Mike Keener, the referee. Me, Tony, Angel, Mike Keener. The Prodigy Tom Marquez, if you remember him, he was ring crew chief for a while. So he was around
by Jazz on
yeah. And for the short-lived Towel Boy, if he was around, he was my student actually. So
I have questions about Towel Boy.
Yeah, I don't know if I got answers, but he was my. I take the blame for him.
So did he say no to anything? That they wanted to do to him?
Probably not in those days, but we just didn't. It's you just didn't in those days. Even if the same way that it was just such a different time, in that like you weren't like allowed to put your hands up for a chair shot. That's how much different the world was then. It would be like you wouldn't hardly be allowed to. If you said no to anything, it would, you'd be scared that would follow you around. Right. I can tell you one night on a house show when there was almost nobody there, Dreamer asked me to take the Mike Awesome powerbomb over the top rope. And I did not say no. But my eyes got as big as your head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's all he needed to see. He goes, nope, never mind. He goes, let's do this thing. I go, no, I'll do it, Tommy. I'll do it. He goes, I didn't say no. He goes, I know you didn't say no. You don't have to do it. We'll do something else. But
you're like, thank you.
I was about that. I'm a big Mike Awesome fan. I love his work. So I was going to ask, how strong was he? Because
he's nuts, dude. There's all these things where he would just do those power bombs off the top rope and just have to muscle these guys. But not just that, but he would get. Even Spike, who it doesn't matter if he's the littlest guy, that's a human being, and just toss him over one shoulder and walk up backwards.
Oh, I know.
Up to the top rope. You know what I mean? And just, are you kidding me?
Just total
Spike, and Spike would mention, oh, that was kind of spooky. I'm like, yeah, well, I bet, but but Mike wasn't scared, he was just total. So I remember one time when I was talking about paying your dues, right, on these shows where was lots of times when I was ringing the bell, and I might have also refereed earlier in the night or wrestled on the dark match, but I'd go out and ring the bell. And I knew that the finish was for Mike and Tanaka to do the powerbomb off the top rope through the table, right? And they took the table I was sitting at and broke it for another spot. And I'm thinking, because I'm on ring crew, right? I'm like, that's our last table. I know it is. I went to Staples or Office Max every day in every city in this country to buy the tables, which were $30 then, and they're $150 now, which is why you see guys go through doors on indie shows. Yep. But it's that's the last. What are they going to do? This is a TV taping or pay-per-view. I think it was TV taping. And Jeff Jones was Mike's manager.
Mhm.
And here we are, cameras rolling. And I walk up to him right during this match and I'm like, "Hey, Jeff." He goes, "What?" Because, I'm not supposed to be there. I go, "There's no more tables." He goes, "Oh, shit." And he goes, tells Mike, and I could read his lips. He goes, "I don't care." And he did it anyway, off the top rope onto the broken one, not onto the ring, onto the broken one. Like, those guys are just monsters, it's, man. Yeah, it hurts my back to tell these stories, but amazing.
We always half wondered if Paul had like a deal with like Home Depot or Staples.
Yeah, it was send Loc to the store, and that was the deal. We're in St. Petersburg, Florida, one night doing TV taping. I think it was St. Pete's. That there's this famous armory down there that Florida wrestling, when it was territories, ran and all that stuff. It was a big deal place, and we were doing TV, and Paul, or I got word from Paul or something, and me and Mike Keener probably are in the truck, but do not come back until you have 25 tables. You go buy 25 tables for tonight's TV. And we were going all over. And mind you, even if you were told to go do something, and because as part of your job, you still had to be in the ring stretching with Tracy Smothers if you're a wrestler at 5:00. And do you have to be at two places at once? That's your problem, kid. You better be there. You know what I mean? Pay your dues. So I'm crapping in my pants, driving around, and I don't know. We might have found 17 driving all over. And, it's not like you can look it up on your phone. This is 1998, 1999,
Right.
And whatever we found, 17 or 18 tables, and brought them in. They broke two. They broke that night. They never. So I guess at least we don't got to go find them tomorrow, But
Right. So by my math, that means the 25 tables would have been $750 back then.
Yeah. Now it's a house.
Yeah. Nowadays, if it's 50 times 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $3,700.
Yeah. Well, maybe not a house then, but it's
a few months rent.
Yeah.
In my case.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the one that we the promotion we have around here, 01, that has it's 01 USA.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big indies around here. But yeah, that's a big St. Louis Anarchy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so those guys are all around here. So
that's awesome. Every time somebody says the word St. Louis and of course you got me in ECW mode now, and it was just on the road and work, right? Get that ring truck that, by the way, would go like 35 or 40 miles an hour because I had a governor on it. And we're driving it from Long Island all over the country. And that was a story we told for years. Well, was there fun on the road? Well, drove through St. Louis, and for about 5 minutes, I could see that arch. That was it. I didn't get to go see it. Never got to do any sightseeing. Everything was get to the building, get the ring set up, go find tables, work out within the ring, do the show, tear down the ring, sell T-shirts, get in the truck, go to the next town.
It's a non-stop grind.
Yeah, I feel like I feel for sure like I've been everywhere and I've seen almost nothing because it's just doing the work. I do like to brag that I've probably peed in every gas station in this side of the country, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's kind of a story you heard about Ozzy Osbourne. Like when Ozzy did the travel show with his son, that's the thing that he said was he'd been around the world how many times, but all he ever saw was the inside of hotels and concert halls.
That's the life. Yeah.
So it's just it's a never-ending grind, it seems like. But
Reb, I had to grab it because you know how proud I am
you're
of
very
my
proud.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my baby.
Talked about the clusterfuck.
Yeah, we talked about the clusterfuck a little bit earlier. Gene Snitsky. I got to meet him at the expo, the Squared Circle Expo.
Known him forever. I love him so much. Yeah.
I have a baby.
You got the baby.
I have the baby.
That's great.
And he even signed it and said Snitsky was here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I knew him. He buys those things in bulk and just takes them everywhere.
I'm sure. Yeah, I knew him since Indies, since before he was wrestling in a mask, and And I didn't even know that he obviously could see the size in him, but he hadn't really done anything big in the business yet. Neither had I. We were just coming up on some of the same Northeast Indies, and I can remember being in a battle royal with him and grabbing him, and you know how huge he is.
Mhm.
And I go to chop. I go, "Don't sell this, big man," and I wanted him to just stand there and then murder me afterwards, because what would you do, right?
Right.
And I smacked him, and he goes flying like I shot him with a shotgun, right? And just that's what buddies do,
Yeah, he at the last expo, between Snitsky, the Headbangers,
Ken Anderson.
Ken Anderson, Meany, and Gertner. That was kind of our little triangle of people that we were hanging out with. So it was
That's
a lot
cool.
of fun. Yeah.
That's a good triangle.
Yep.
Here comes the rain again. That's my warning.
Well,
All right.
let's take that as a cue. We're going to have you back because we got so
Please.
much more to talk about.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for the time. And
Oh, guys, thanks for having me.
And
next time I'll drive down off this hill and we'll do it. I have a property down in actual civilization instead of out here in the boonies, and we'll do it from there. So,
and the next Flex Wrestling show you said is December 6th?
December 6th. Please check us out. Check us out on all your socials. And if anybody happens to see this, that they can make it, flexwrestling.com for tickets. I think there's only like 3 front row left, so which is a good sign because we're like 3 weeks to the show. So it's going really well.
Yeah,
so.
And then we'll share your channel on our Facebook also to get the word out.
Well, make sure you get us the card, and we can promote it.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of shows coming up on the 6th. There's a lot going on here too. So
awesome.
But yeah, send us the card. We'll make sure it gets on.
Indeed, I will. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
See, have a great one.
You as well.
Try to stay dry.
I'm going to try. See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Yeah, that was fun.
It was. Let's see.
There he goes.
I did check. Flex Wrestling is on Facebook. If you want to check them out,
Nice.
So you want to see all the info for all their shows coming up, and like I said, on YouTube, their first show is up in its entirety. If you guys want to check that out. Yeah, we haven't even scratched the surface with Loc, so he's going to have to come back.
You know what?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Uh-huh.
Say it.
Uh-huh. What if we could get HC and Angel
and DeVito?
We're going to talk to those guys to see because he still never answered me. But if we could get HC and Angel to do one of the watch-alongs with us, could you imagine how much fun that would be? How many stories we're going to get from that?
That'd be a hoot.
Yeah. We won't even have to talk about the matches because we'll have stories to go the entire time. So excited.
Yes. Well, Minderz, that put us at about an hour and a half, and we still haven't finished a show and a half worth of GCW.
Hey,
I'm not complaining.
I expected us to go late tonight because I knew when we were moving HC
that's why
to
you
the
said,
next
can
night.
we do GCW at 4:15?
Yeah, I figured you were pretty excited when I messaged you. Said, hey, I'm going to be home early. You want to do? But
who needs a nap?
Who needs a nap?
All right.
I got my 15-minute one at the end of my lunch hour today. So
yes. All right. Well, let's get back into the Massacre and Main show from GCW.
Yeah, where were we?
We are picking up at the GCW World Tag Team Championship match, Minderz. Busting the Brain, Bryson Hall took on Starstruck.
Starstruck.
I made a point to text you when this match started to make sure you were watching.
You did. And I wasn't. But
because Starstruck is Anthony Green, who we saw on the Connecticut show the night before.
And then for all you Dreamwave fans, his partner is Channing Thomas.
And not only Channing Thomas.
Not only, but with Sydney Bacabella.
Sydney was there, and he could have, and he popped me, Minderz.
Oh, he grabbed that mic from Emil so quick. I thought, Emil hit.
I thought Emil was going to punch somebody. It was like the third guy in a row that took the mic away from him. But Sydney, and I don't know if he does it every show he's on. The opening rap when he's introducing the Count of Monte Fisto and King of Sting and all that stuff. You know where he got that from?
Where?
He got that from the the late Eric Priest of Team Underground from Chicago, who
Nice.
passed away last year.
Ah.
So I was wondering if he was doing that, if he started doing that as tribute, because that was Eric's rap before every match. He would best in the Midwest, King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto, that kind of stuff. So
Well, why don't you reach out to your buddy?
I've reached out a handful of times. Sydney doesn't reach back to me.
Okay.
Hello, Billy Sellers.
Hi, Billy.
But this was a really good tag team match.
Oh yeah, it was. In my opinion, there was too many falls.
There were a few times I thought that Starstruck was going to win.
I did too.
Poor Sydney got his hair kicked off.
That was hilarious. Man, when he was in there with Bust in the Brain, I was like, oh, pull it off. And then they kicked him. I was like, perfect. The hair went flying.
Yeah. Sydney Bacabella is a special kind of talent as far as wrestling managers go.
Yes.
And I'll put Sydney over to the moon. He's awesome. But Bust in the Brain retained. What?
He loses his hair almost every time. But
well, he needs to get some wig tape like I use when I'm doing the Rockaway Beach Ramones tribute band. That's how my hair stays on.
I've
Not
never
easy
seen
because
you.
my head sweats a lot.
I've never seen you with your that band.
Yeah, I think you showed up the day after.
I did. I was there for you and Gary.
Yep, the bearded dragon, Gary Vasilio, my buddy.
Yes.
I was looking for the Never Happened It's a Work. It's on the other screen.
It's on the other one.
Next up, we had the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. Limitless is the local promotion in Maine. And it was Desmond Cole beating Charles Mason to retain the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
Well, yeah, but
I know, asterisk, but
Scott Harden.
I still say Marvin needs a chin strap.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why Marvin hangs out with him.
I don't know.
I mean, Marvin has a problem making friends. I mean, he was hanging out with the lowlifes. How long?
Yeah, I know.
CMC when he was insufferable.
Yeah, but
that's neither here nor
Jordan got away from the lowlifes.
That's true. All right, moving on. Marcus Mathers beat AC Romero.
Wait, are we gonna say why there was an asterisk? We never did say why.
That was Mason. Or I'm sorry, not Mason. The Cogers.
Yeah, Atticus came out, and Otis and Napier.
Mm-hmm. Because they
came out and kind of ruined that one. And
yeah. So Mason, he's kind of got butterfingers when it comes to indie championships. He lost to Billy at Jersey.
He gets so close.
He's so good.
Close. He just can't seal the deal.
He scares the hell out of me, but he's so good in the ring.
When he turned and looked at the camera and just smiled,
yeah,
I was like, "Oh dear."
How is he not on TV somewhere?
I don't know.
I mean, like big TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, so that Atticus screwed Charles over, and
Atticus said he is done.
He said he's done with Charles Mason.
He's done with Charles Mason.
Mm-hmm. He actually said that before the next match, or the seventh match on the show. But Marcus Mathers beat AC Romero, and AC looks great.
Yes,
because he's got to be down at 150, 200 pounds. Because he was a big dude back in the day.
I liked his big boy effing season.
Yes. And the crowd was behind him. He is a big dude, but he was bigger.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But, and that was the thing, though. I wonder how much that messed with Marcus. That people weren't as behind Marcus as they normally are.
No, AC was over.
He was over.
It says Ace on when he was introduced, but he'll always be AC to me when he was in Impact.
Gotcha.
Used to team up with Larry D. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
They were a tag team.
Oh.
I'm sending you something here just to look at.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so the next match, I know you want to talk about this one.
I do.
Vandal 48, Atticus Otis and Napier,
Uh-huh.
lost to Savage Gnome Dozer, which is Bear Bronson and Matt Tremont, no Bear Dozer, and Gabby Forza.
I was impressed with Gabby.
She is strong.
Now, her gimmick,
She got Otis on her shoulders.
I know. Her gimmick, I hate.
Not a fan of the gnomes.
I'm not a fan of the gnomes. Although seeing Bear Bronson and Tremont wear gnome hats.
And Adam Galt.
Oh, yeah, and Adam. Because he had the green one. The other two had the red one. But, man, and then she took, 2 sets of skewers in her head?
Yeah.
And...
Tough broad.
But, those skewers she brought out, though, they looked even rougher.
Yeah. She don't fuck around.
But they had pretty little flowers on the end.
Hey, we're being watched on a 50-inch TV.
Woohoo!
I bet my head is huge.
I bet it is, too.
But yeah, so Savage Gnome Dozer got the win over Vandal 40. I think Mason may have helped a little bit.
No, not that one.
Well, that was the next night.
No. It was the next match. No, not the next match. The following match.
The last match.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to it. But yeah, so Savage Gnome Dozer beats Vandal 48. Next match, I got to call an upset, Minderz. As much as I love him, Danhausen beat Shotzi.
I know. I was surprised.
I did not expect that.
I was surprised.
See, Billy's doing what I do. He's watching Wolfpack basketball on his laptop while watching us on TV.
Yeah, well, I have us on on my computer, and I have Blood and Guts on my phone.
Oh, how's that going, by the way?
There's lots of blood and lots of guts. And Jamie Hayter just tried to put somebody through a table, and they are the table. Yeah, basically.
All right, well, let's move on. Like I said,
Although the first person to get blood was Blue Sky.
All right. Well, getting back to this here. Yeah, I would have bet dollars to donut Shotzi was going to win this match.
I thought she was going to, but then the more I thought about it, I'm like, wait, who's actually the bigger name? Kind of is Danhausen.
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's up there. I mean, Shotzi had that main roster experience.
Well, maybe Danhausen had in his
Danhausen is a social media icon, though.
Yeah, where he was going to win at least 2 matches.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next match was Effie and Ricky Morton for the GCW World Championship. It wound up going to a no contest because all kinds of fuckery. Kerry Morton got involved. Koger, KJ Orso. Then Jelly came out and evened it up.
So we ended up with a 3-on-3. And when they first told me who the quote-unquote heel 3 were, I was like, how is this going to work?
Yeah, because it's KJ Orso, Atticus Koger, and Kerry Morton. That's kind of a motley crew.
It really is. Because Kerry he likes to lead and be the focus.
Mm-hmm.
KJ, kind of the same thing.
And Koger's just
and then you got Atticus is just nuts.
He just wants chaos.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He just wants it to go crazy.
Although Kerry and KJ could make an effective tag team, though.
Yeah, they both have very slappable faces.
Well, that's not where I was going with that, but okay.
But they do.
So yeah, so this impromptu 6-man tag match was the main event. The heels won.
They did.
KJ Koger and Kerry beat Joey Jelly, Joey Effie and Ricky. Joey Jelly.
Only because Kerry rolled up his dad and had a handful of tights.
And didn't he kick him into Hoovers?
Not on this one.
I'm sorry, that nobody knows what that means because we did that on the recording.
Oh yeah, nobody knows what the Hoovers are right now.
The Panucci's, the testicles.
Yeah. The downstairs.
The Richard Holiday signature move.
There you go.
But with the foot. So yeah, so that was the show in Maine. Their first time there. I'm sure they'll be back.
It was so fun. I like that one a lot.
Was this the show, Minderz, where the ring looked like the Edgewood ring as far as height?
Yes. It wasn't very tall.
It was not a tall ring, but that's all right though. As
No.
long as it's the dimensions are the same, they're good.
You know, it actually kind of reminded me more of. I think it was taller than the Edgewood ring. It was probably closer to ABW's ring.
I was gonna say, yeah, because that one isn't full size, but it's not super low.
Right. It's still a step to get it.
Yeah. Who
Sorry.
did what?
Oh, it's just.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
It's AEW. There's no such thing as spoiler alert.
That's true. Let's get
Mercedes is throwing everybody out of the. I don't know what the hell she's doing.
Is she doing her booty dance or whatever?
No, she's kicked everybody, even her team partners, out of the ring. I don't know what she's doing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to happier things, Minderz. Namely, the Vermont show, Green Mountain and Me.
This was a fun show.
This was a really fun show.
I liked this show.
Again, a lot of talent from Green Mountain Wrestling was involved.
Mind you, okay, so at this point, I had started watching the Saturday night show, your Saturday show at 2.
Uh-huh.
And this one started at 4. So
Yeah.
I got through about 2 hours of the one, and then I started watching the other one.
I watched
it all the way through.
I watched the first hour live, and then I had to shut it off because we were going to Zach Sabbath at the Canopy Club.
That's right, I forgot.
But so then the next morning I put it back on and watched the rest of it. So first match, the scramble match, Teriyaki beat Devious Cass, Anthony Green, Corey Jackson, Johnny Pearson, Flying Ryan O'Neal.
I was I had it down to 2 people that I thought would win that.
Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Green?
Nope. I had Teriyaki as one of the other ones. Yeah. He had just such a good weekend.
He did.
After that tag match, and he did.
2 scrambles and a tag. One bludgeoning by Matt Tremont, a tag match.
Yeah, one bludgeoning by Matt Tremont. Then he had the tag team match, and then he had the scramble.
All right. Next up, Marcus Mathers beat Don Freeze. And I sent you a message. I really like Don Freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Big Hoss dude.
Yeah.
Athletic.
What is him and Big Hosses this weekend?
I know, right?
He had 2.
I reacted to Don Freeze kind of the way I reacted the first time I saw Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah, he should not be able to do that.
Right. There was one moment where I thought he landed on his head on something, but other than that, I mean, he looked good. The offense was convincing. But but then Mathers got the win,
What is that?
What? Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what this is that they're going to throw Mira onto.
Mina.
Whatever. I don't know her.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to keep going.
I think it was Legos.
Maki Ito beat Selena Hecate. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
That was a pretty good match, too.
It was good.
I mean, there was a lot of names on this one. I was kind of like, who? But yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured she would, because she kind of had a little bit of a rough weekend.
She kind of did. She was owned. She won the first night, but then she lost the second night to KJ.
Right.
Minderz, for my money, the next match was the best match on the pay-per-view.
What was it?
This was the second tag team championship match of the weekend, which is Bustin' the Brain against Memory Museum, which was Abed Aronis, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing this, and Joe Cruel.
Yep.
And this was a fucking great match.
Oh, it was.
So good.
If you get a chance, go to Triller and watch it, because damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Price and Oliver, for my money, I think they're a better team than Price and Ratty were. And I love Garbage Daddies.
We love Garbage Daddies. But you have to look at it this way, though. This is Bustin' the Brain. This is not Garbage Daddies. So when Garbage Daddies were doing their thing, then you got two. Look at it. The way I kind of look at it is you have Alec Price and you have Ratty Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are smaller built guys.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are more, in my opinion, Ratty is a technical wrestler.
Technician, yeah.
And then
Price
you have,
is nuts.
Price is just nuts. But when you have Jordan Oliver and Price, then you have Oliver, who's the bigger guy that can do a little bit more of the
He can. He's a
setup.
technician, but he's also strong. He can
Right, and he can do some of the setups for them and be a base for a lot of things. So I like it.
I'd also put it out there that I think that Oliver and Price, I think, go back farther. Like
They do.
train together and all that. They're from the same part of the country. Price and Radrick were almost like the Bar back when they first started. Sheamus and Cesaro, as far like they were rivals first,
Right.
and then they got put together as a team.
Then they decided to work together. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm a big fan of Bustin' the Brain. I think they're nominated for Tag Team of the Year for Shooties.
They bet. I'm sure they probably. Well, we probably have them nominated as YNDP, but
yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Next up, Ricky Morton beat Kerry Morton. This was bubbling to a simmer after the whole weekend.
Yeah, to a simmer.
Yeah. Jersey Championship Wrestling World Championship. Billy Starks defeated Shotzi to retain.
We didn't realize that she was putting the belt on the line.
No, I think when this match was announced, she wasn't champ yet.
Hey, Mercedes got beat.
Hey.
Right? Well, wait.
Or did she just get taken out?
Maybe she just got... No, she just got taken out. Mm-hmm. That was when she went through the table. The bad guys lost. Or the bad guys won, I'm sorry.
All right, moving on here. Bear Dozer, Bronson and Tremont, beat the Lost Boys of Miles Penn and Ryan Riz.
That was really good, too.
It was.
Those tag matches at the end there were really good.
You remember I sent you a message during this match? I thought that maybe Bronson and Tremont were kind of given too much.
Yeah. They gave a lot on that one.
They did.
And
but,
you know what?
You can't really complain because they're so good as a team.
I am going to throw back to Saturday here for just a quick second.
Mm-hmm.
I want to yell at Marcus.
Okay.
You're going to do that back kick, like that heel kick when they're down on their knees.
Uh-huh.
How about you connect?
Yeah. I can't imagine the Breeze would knock AC down.
I can't either, but it did.
After our conversation earlier in the show, can I throw out a wish list item?
What?
Can we get Bear Dozer against the Carnage Crew on a GCW show? Just strong style house fight, you know?
I don't know, but they were teasing that on that Saturday show too. They were teasing that Bear Bronson and Otis. I wonder if that won't be a first round matchup.
It'll be an NGI, I'm sure.
NGI.
Yeah. Next up, we had the GCW World Championship. Effie beat Danhausen. And this was what we expected. It was silly.
It was silly.
I'm just happy that Danhausen brought back the tequila dance.
Yes.
Well,
Effie tried to do it first.
Yes, but he's no Danhausen.
No.
One of my favorite indie memories was me and Narge and Kyler went to Black Label Pro. It was the day of the War Games show that we went to for GCW. They did
Oh, you guys did Black Label Pro before you did.
Right. It was the same building, but one was at 1 o'clock, and then War Games was later. But
that's when you hung out in the car and you guys did a podcast.
Yeah, we did our live podcast from the car. But one of the matches, I forget who the other team was, but it was one team was Warhorse, Danhausen, Effie, and Dan the Dad. It was an 8-man tag. And at one point, all 4 of them were doing the tequila dance at the same time, like on opposite sides of the ring.
Of course they were.
And Warhorse is headbanging to it, and because this is Warhorse at his Warhorseiest.
Wait a minute. Speaking of Mr. Warhorse, have you been watching some of his videos that are coming out?
I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen the latest one.
I think we might be getting Warhorse back.
Do you think he's had enough of the nihilism?
There was one the other day where he was picking up toys in his kid's room, and one of them was his doll, where he was
the Warhorse doll.
The Warhorse doll.
Interesting.
So, and there's been a few. You'll have to look it up on Facebook look it up on Facebook or Insta. Instagram, I think he's got it on too. Yeah. But go check it out because they've been quite interesting. Makes me kind of think we might get Viking War Party back.
Hey, well, he is teaming with Herzog. And
I know. That's why I said that.
just got to dust off Frank Wyatt and get him back in there.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get him up from Tennessee or not, but we'll see.
Well, we got the main event was scheduled for this to be a Green Mountain Wrestling Championship match. Mike Skiros defending against Joey Janela. It wound up a no contest because, again, fuckery.
Always.
Orso came out and jumped Jelly.
Yep.
So then Mullet Man came to Janela's rescue. And we got a tag team match.
We did.
2 shows in a row, a world title match got thrown out for an impromptu tag.
No wonder Effie's keeping a hold of that belt.
But so it ended up being Joey Janela and Mullet Man against KJ and Skiros.
Which that almost makes me wonder if his knee's not completely healed yet.
I wonder.
Because he can hide in a tag team match.
Yes, especially a 6-man.
Mm-hmm.
And the match,
he did.
Well, the match with Danhausen, it was a lot of haha,
it was a lot of funny,
yeah.
Especially when he had to pay.
He had to pay to get a body slam.
To get a body slam. He keeps pulling money out of his trunks. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Well, you know how Danhausen loves that human money.
He loves that human money.
Yep.
We all love that human money.
We do. Joey and Mullet Man won.
Yes. But the title didn't change hands.
Right. Oh, can we point out that, Atticus basically said he was done with Charles Mason and he was going to
Oh, yeah, that was the whole reason. Yeah, because him and Mason ended up fighting to the back.
Yes, because
Mason
was not done with that. Because Mason wasn't done with Atticus.
Mason is not done with Atticus. Oh, dear Lord.
What? Oh, jeez.
Oh, they're already starting it. They're not even out to the ring yet.
Oh, is the whole show just the 2 blood and guts matches?
Yeah, I think so. Although the guys haven't even got there yet.
Right. Well, Minderz, like I said, we don't have anything to make picks on this week.
Which is so weird.
We will next week, though.
Will we?
Well, I know we got to do Full Gear on JTR. And then, wait, do we have anything next week? Because we were going to have the New Way Pro, but that show got canceled.
Right. But next week on this show, we have Damn Right Sam Knight.
Is it next week or the week after?
No, it's next week.
So this coming Wednesday.
Yes.
A week from today.
A week from today.
Nice.
Because remember, his match is the week of Thanksgiving.
Right. And
we
I don't think
programming.
We're not doing a show on Thanksgiving. We usually don't.
No, we're not going. That was the reason we don't do one on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Yeah. That's the reason we were having Sam come on next week.
Right. It just kind of snuck up on me is all.
Yeah, but Sam will be on next week, and it will be his final podcast with us as a wrestler.
As a wrestler. I mean, we're gonna try to get him back just to shoot the shit.
Oh yeah, just to get some thoughts.
Just check in, see how he's doing.
Check in with him, see how he's doing.
But yeah, so he will be on with us next week. The week after, we will not do a show, and then we'll be back in December after that.
And man, do we have crap.
Then we'll have a lot of picks because
next week though we'll have to make all of our picks for the 29th.
Yeah.
Because 29th we've got 0-1. We've got Sam Knight show. We've got what else is going on? Is that it? Because the 6th I know we've got Pro Wrestling Glory. We've got PWE, and we've got Dreamwave.
Right.
And you'll have to see what we have for GCW if we need to make picks next week.
Oh yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that.
It's usually about every other week that they're having shows now.
Yeah.
I know they've got one the 22nd. I'm just trying to think of where it's at. I want to say it's the UCC, but I don't think so. I might. I want to say it's UCC.
I don't think it's UCC. They got one coming up there.
Yeah, I knew they did. And
might
then, of course,
Arizona.
Might be. And then, of course, we've got NGI 10 coming up. So
yes. which I know you love a whole show full of death matches.
You know what? As long as I'm prepared for it.
Hey, Dr. Redacted's going to be there.
I would say Dr. Redacted's in it. Otis
Tremont.
is in it. Bear's in it. Tremont
Tremont's in
hasn't. Has he been?
I think he's going to be in it because I think he defends the title in it.
Okay.
Mr. Danger's going to be in there probably.
Mr. Danger's in there.
Murdoch.
He hasn't won his match yet, I don't think.
Uh-huh.
Because you have to win a match to get into it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
hold on.
Bear,
I just had this up the other day, or I was just looking at this today.
I think this is the first time in a while we've gone 2 hours on this show.
Well, again,
for good
the
reason.
first time in a while we had a.
Yeah, I was liberally planning on 45 minutes with Logan. I didn't think we were going to go over an hour with him. So, again,
Hey, if he wanted to do it, I'm down for it.
Heck yeah. And we're not even
I'm
done
always
with them,
down to talk any type of wrestling. I don't care.
especially with guys that have stories like.
Okay, so here are the ones that are in it. Jack Harrop.
Spell it.
Harrop.
Harrop.
Harrop. Drew Parker.
And his darts.
And his darts. Mr. Danger.
Mm-hmm.
Bear and Otis, and that's the only ones they have in it so far. There's only 5.
Oh, so Tremont hasn't
1,
even
2,
been announced
3,
yet.
4, 5. Yeah, there's only 5 in it so far.
I can't remember if that's an 8-man or a 16-man tournament.
Oh shit!
I want to say 8. What?
Dream On is in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Oh, it's at the mall.
Yep.
At American Dream. What? Breathe.
Bear Dozer versus Dreamer and Rhino.
Oh wow.
Here, I'll just run through them. I've got it up now.
Are you allowed to bleed in the mall?
It's New Jersey.
That's true.
Maki Ito versus Zeta Steel.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hit me.
Sam Stackhouse.
Okay.
Versus Beastman.
Oh, let's fight.
Haas. Oh, your buddy's gonna be there.
What?
Gringo's gonna be there.
Nice.
Versus Mascarita Dorado.
Mascarita Dorada. Yes.
Dorada.
So we'll get some lucha.
Jim Duggan's gonna be there.
Is he wrestling or is he just appearing?
It just says returns to GCW.
Okay.
Killer Cross is gonna be there.
Nice. Sure
Cardona's gonna be there.
Oh, are they gonna have a match?
I don't know. This is where they get into also appearing.
Gotcha. I hope we get Cardona and Cross at some point.
We got Killer Cross, Matt Cardona, Effie, Marcus Mathers, and then Busta in the Brain.
All right. Sounds like it could potentially be a pretty stacked show. And that's probably going to be an afternoon show.
Good Lord.
What?
That was AC.
What?
Was Ace? Is that picture of Ace?
Yeah, that's AC Romero back before he dropped the weight.
Yeah, he dropped quite a bit. Holy crap.
All right. Well, Minderz, we've been going for darn near 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Just betwixt all
for
of our
us,
recordings. Yeah. So what do you say we get out of here? I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I want to go try to find Northern Lights.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure
I think
if
Mom
the
and
wife
I
had
are
any
gonna...
luck because I know she was going out to try.
I think Mama and I are going to go take a little drive.
Sounds like a good time. Well, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again to HC Loc. Like I said, we're going to have him. I don't know if it's going to be on JTR or if it's going to be on here again, but he will be back, and we're going to get into more stuff with him because that was awesome. The ECW guys never disappoint, do they?
They don't. They really don't. Because we had a blast. Every ECW guy we've had on, we've had a blast with.
Yeah.
Really, there's not anybody that we've had on that we haven't.
No. I mean, there's some 0-1 guys that have annoyed you, but, you know.
Well, yeah.
Trust, you know. Malkin. But as far as like
apparently, we didn't talk about that match or that show from last week.
What?
Wasn't that the Friday night show? They had the Friday night show last week. No, it was the 7th.
Oh, shoot. I never
Well,
got
why
results.
don't we? You know
We'll
what?
try to find some results. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's get the results and talk about it next week because
Yeah, I had a complete brain fart. So
yeah, I totally did too because they had their Friday night show that was Herzog and Victor.
yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for joining us again. Don't forget Tuesday, Jumping the Rail. We'll be making our full gear picks, and then Wednesday we will have Sam Knight on the Shootout.
Damn right.
Damn right. And until then, as always, for Minderz, this is Reb reminding y'all, have this hard, work stiff, and we will see you guys next time.